Man, let's get straight to it. Indiana Fever. Actually, before we even start, let's talk about how the game was at 8 in the morning, 11 a.m. What are we doing? Let's get to it, though. Look, man. Caitlin Clark returns. And look, I don't know what's going on with Coach Stephanie White. And I was actually going to get on here and defend her about a week ago when they won that championship game. And who did they beat after that? They beat the Lynx after that. I was going to get on here and call out some people who've been going at Coach Stephanie White. A lot of people, a lot of you guys, a lot of you people now starting, Stephanie White. They didn't say nothing about Coach Stephanie White when she was winning those games, though, right? So I was going to come out and be like, hey, keep that same energy when it comes to Coach Stephanie White. Woo, woo, woo. I've been defending Coach Stephanie White. I was hyped about Coach Stephanie White when she signed with Indiana. I thought she was going to be a player's coach, which I'm not saying she's not. I'm not saying Coach Stephanie White doesn't know the game of basketball, whatever the case is, but I am going to say this. What I saw when I opened Twitter today, because I didn't know the game was this early. I didn't, right? Boom, I'm in a meeting, doing my thing, getting things going for the day and the week, trying to figure out what we're going to get going, on schedule, whatever. I see the starting lineup posted. I see the first pictures, Ari McDavid. I'm like, hold on. And then I'm thinking automatically, I only see that, I'm thinking Caitlin Clark's not starting. I'm like, what's going on? No. Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark. I read it again. R. McDaniel, Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, Natasha Howard, and Aaliyah Boston. So you're telling me, Coach Stephanie White, you wanted to start another point guard with Caitlin Clark, and then you benched Lexi Hall, a taller defender in her natural position. One of her natural. I guess she could play the 2 or the 3. And you put Caitlin Clark at the 3 versus the team who just beat us. And this is a very important game deciding if we go under 5 or over 5. And you start Ari McDaniel at the point. You have the assist leader in the entire WNBA from last year on your team. You have the assist leader from WNBA last year on your team, Caitlin Clark. I don't give a goddamn fuck if she just came back from it. I don't give a motherfuck. If she's cleared, she's cleared. The ball's in her hand. She's the point guard. You don't start another point guard who just got with the team. I don't give a fuck. Look, Ari McDavid, you've been doing great. You've been doing great. I'm so glad we got rid of DeWanna Bonner, and we got you. I'm so happy about that. You're doing great. Now it is your time to go to the bench and run the second unit. You need to get comfortable with them because now the starting point guard is back. You don't put 2 point guards out there. Then you're running Kelsey Mitchell and McDavid. They're the same size, bro. What are you doing? Then you put Caitlin Clark at the 3? What? If I'm Lexi Hall, that's a slap in my face. I've been out here balling. Going fucking balls to the wall, second chance points, rebounding, hustle plays, defense. That's one of the Caitlin Clark's best connections. One of Caitlin Clark's best connections is Lexi Hall. And you somehow said, let me take that away from Caitlin. Let's run Ari McDavid. We're going to run her on ball. We're going to run Caitlin Clark off ball. We're going to have Caitlin Clark doing something she's never done in the past 4 years, and that's set double screens and triple screens every possession. Does that make any sense to you guys? Doesn't make any sense to me. So, another thing, Coach Stephanie White. And let me break something down. I broke it down earlier in the live. I don't give a fuck what you guys think. Caitlin Clark is the level of fucking Tom Brady, LeBron, Curry, Otani, motherfucking anybody in Jason Tatum, any starter, Trae Young. I don't give a fuck if you're injured for 3 months. You're coming back and you're starting. Luka, Anthony Davis, whoever. You're not what? You're not starting me, and then you start me with a point guard? What the fuck you doing? Oh, I'm not the point guard then. I'm not good enough. Oh, you letting some girl who just got here 2-3 weeks ago. Ari, I love it. You part of the Fever family. We love you. I'm glad you here. This is a coach's thing, because Ari McDavid's probably like, hold on. I'm starting? I'm starting. And then you want the ball in her hand? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Caitlin Clark wipes her ass with 10 assists a game. I don't even think she realizes she can have 20 assists a game. A game. Another reason you don't do that, Coach Stephanie White. Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston is the biggest fucking threat in the WNBA. When used properly at the high screen pick and roll, and you let Caitlin Clark come off the pick and make a decision based off if they're running drop coverage or not. We saw 0 2-man action. Aaliyah Boston had fucking 6 points. I don't think Aaliyah Boston's ever scored 6 points under Caitlin Clark's belt at point guard. I don't think that's ever happened. That is ridiculous. I saw 0 2-man action with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. Not a fan of what's going on. I don't like it. Kelsey Mitchell. Not just Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, we didn't even get into the stats. Caitlin Clark. And it's not just this. This is a team loss. This is a low effort, low energy, outcoached, outplayed. At Gamebridge, we not losing no fucking 20 points at Gamebridge at home. Never again. Never again. That's unacceptable, bro. Running this off-ball... Bro, no, look. Let me explain something to you guys. Last year's team was better than this year's team. Last year's team will fuck this team up right now. Coach Stephanie White, do you remember last year when the Indiana Fever were the hottest team in the league? The hottest team in the league. You know who was on that basketball court? You got 4 out of the 5. You got 4 out of the 5. Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, Aaliyah Boston. There's no way they're not starting together. And let me bring something else up. We gave away $200,000 to some fucking bum. Played us in our face. I don't care. I'm going to start talking crazy on here. I do not care, bro. $200,000 is a Kayla McBride, Asia Wilson, Nafisa Collier, Brianna Stewart. Yeah, that type caliber of player. Sabrina Iesco, Jonquel Jones, Bree Jones, somebody who's a real, who's going to come and produce. But instead we gave it away, we let him walk, whatever. Ari McDavid, hey, dude, you're great. That's awesome. But there's levels to this shit, bro. Stop playing with Caitlin. I'm not playing with y'all, bro. Stop playing with Caitlin. Taking the ball out of her hands, running this slow offense, having her second guess if she should go get the ball or Ari go get the ball. That makes no sense. Then I'm seeing you running Caitlin with, you running Caitlin with Michaela Timpson, which she had a good game. You running her with like Sophie, Demiris Dantes. She need to be in there with the Hoopers. She need to be in there with the Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Natasha, Lexi, Sophie, Hoopers. What are we doing? Fast offense. Last year's team beat this team's ass because they were fast. Fast. We're driving, we're kicking, we're shooting. All right. I probably still got more in the tank, but yeah, man. There's a little bit more I gotta say, but I'm getting off in a little rant now without even going over the stats yet, right? The fans are pissed. Fans aren't happy. They're not happy right now. They don't like what's going on. Coach Stephanie White, they don't like what's going on. This is not a game where you experiment. Let me run Ari McDavid at point guard when I have one of the best point guard in the league. Statistically, Caitlin Clark is the best point guard in the league. There's no better point guard in the league. Caitlin Clark, when she's on the basketball court, she produces more numbers, more points, and is responsible for more points than anybody in the fucking league. Dummy. Coach Stephanie White, now I'm fucking irritated with you. Stop playing with her, bro. Ari McDavid, you're a fucking great piece, but you ain't no Caitlin Clark. You ain't no Caitlin Clark. Minus 18, minus 20. Aaliyah Boston, minus 25. Kelsey Mitchell, minus 16. What's going on? Sophie, minus 18. She's taking the back seat. She's not being aggressive. You got Ari McDavid and you got Caitlin Clark out there. No chemistry at all. Let's experiment versus the hot Valkyries who we just lost to at their home, and they want to get on social media and pop their shit, and they come and fly to Indiana and do it again. Beat their ass even more. Only positive thing I saw today was Michaela Timpson, getting comfortable. She still got some work to do. She's got to feel into her body or something. Caitlin Clark defensively was there. I definitely like what I saw defensively, for the most part. But we didn't play Fever basketball. This is not Indiana Fever basketball. We playing like shit. Caitlin Clark don't get no free throws, which is unbelievable. You got a main ball handler on the court. She's the only starter who didn't have any fucking free throws. Then the minute restriction shit. I'm telling you guys, Caitlin Clark could have been playing 2 weeks ago. Coach Stephanie White said, Caitlin said herself, if there's going to be a minute restriction, I'd rather not play. Caitlin Clark could have been playing 2 weeks ago. But they want to put this minute restriction thing. She came in there getting a little hot. She hit her step back, and she hit a three in the girl's face right in front of the Valkyries coach. Goes downhill, gets Natasha Howard open, cutting to the rim, whatever. And then we just stop. I don't give a bro. I don't care. If something's working, we need to spam. And it's up to our shooters to get hot and make the shots and cut to the basket and create other opportunities for baskets. If something is working like a two-man game with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, they should be going crazy. Kelsey Mitchell, be aggressive. Sophie Cunningham, be aggressive. There's no way Lexi Hall does not start this basketball game. Ari McDavid is not better than Lexi Hall. Trust me. And I'm a little shocked. Sydney Colson didn't even play. She played 1 minute, bro. There's going to be a serious problem moving forward with this team. You have 4 guards. 3 of them are the same size. Fucking Kelsey Mitchell, Ari McDavid, and Sydney Colson are the same exact size. Now you got Sydney Colson. She barely playing after she been giving you good minutes. Now she gonna start having some type of way in the locker room. I'm telling you, bro. This is how the game goes. Why wouldn't we sign a solid 3? If we're not gonna play Lexi, why wouldn't you go and get a solid 3 or a solid 4? Or a backup 2 guard or something? I'm confused, bro. But I tell you this, when you have a player like Caitlin Clark, you don't have her start. You don't have another player start at the same position as her when she returns. No. You will never see that for Nathasia Collier. You'll never see that for Brianna Stewart. You'll never see that for fucking Kayla McBride. None of these girls. You will never see that for Asia. None of these girls. That is just outright dumb. Just dumb, 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 dumb. Let's get into it, man. Caitlin Clark, 24 minutes, 4 for 12 from the field. I like what she did early on. But she's got to get in her groove, man. Caitlin Clark, you got to get in your groove. The fouling and all that extra shit, man, I don't even want to talk about it. And I don't even got the energy, bro. I really don't. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 4 turnovers, 10 points. Natasha Howard, 16 minutes. Like, that's another thing. You're only playing Natasha Howard 16 minutes. Like, what the fuck, bro? 1 for 4. -3 on the... No rebounds. 2 you ain't doing shit out there. 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 4 points. Aaliyah Boston, 2 for 8. Just out of... I don't even want to... Man, I don't even want to read the stats, bro. I'm disgusted.